President Tinubu enjoins protesters and the organizers to suspend any further protests and create room to dialogue and warn those taking advantage of the protests to start an ethnic war. Nigerians have been protesting against economic hardship and spiraling inflation since August the 1st. The demonstrations have turned violent in some northern states, with security operatives dispersing protesters with tear gas canisters in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, and Kaduna in a nationwide broadcast on August the 4th. The president said he has heard the protesters loud and clear. And as president of this country, I must ensure that public order in line with my constitutional oath to protect the lives and property of every citizen. Our government will not stand idly by and allow a few with a clear political agenda to tear the nation apart. Yes, so the next topic. I want to see the next topic. Federal government reduces debt servicing to 68%. President Bola Tinubu said that the servicing of debts, which gobs most of the revenue, has been reduced from 97% to 68% in the last 13 months. He added that we have also cleared legitimate outstanding foreign exchange obligations of about $5 billion without any adverse impact on our programs. This has given us more financial freedom and room to spend more money on you, our citizens, to fund essential social services like education and healthcare. That has also led to our state and local governments receiving the highest allocations ever in our country's history from the federal allocation, from the federation account. Okay, coming to you, Doctor. we've heard from the barrister. He's made his point very clear.
Yeah.
But concerning this financial antecedents, he said that he has made history. You heard me read them out. Do you think that it's also a feather in his cap?
You know, one thing is that in leadership, there's a very big difference from when you're sitting on the position, handling the affairs, and when you're outside. Now, I will state, I'm not holding a brief for the president. I'm speaking as a Nigerian and one who obviously is against oppression and intimidation or molestation or whatever vice that might be. Now, if we have a situation where there is a biased mind for the president, there is nothing he would do that will make sense to those minds. There is nothing, even if he cuts his throat. Now, protest is good. I'm someone, like I said, if something is not going well, I speak against it. Reasons is because if I keep quiet, it will get to the state where when they are through with those people, it will not get to me. But when you begin to speak, before it gets to you, it would have shifted a corner. The president has looked at a situation. Yes, protest is welcome. The president was never against the protest. In fact, if the president had said that there should be no protest, he would have made a pronouncement that there should be no protest. But he allowed it. But it got to the state where people were now looting. We've experienced protests a lot. It has, because some persons you see, they engineer this protest. Normally, fuel has increased. Cost of living, these things are mere psychological. I am saying categorically that the problem this country has is the oil marketers. They are the devils bewitching this country. Now, if they increase the fuel of price, the cost of fuel, or diesel, or whatever it is, when somebody who is selling pepper or granite goes to the market, automatically it will increase the price. And the people are not interested in those white-collar jobs where they sit in AC and they begin to do those. They are little 1 naira that they will spend. it should be at least available, which is a government role to make sure that they keep an enabling environment for citizens.
Okay, but so, Doctor, being that you are someone that possesses a lot of knowledge concerning financial records, at least in our dear country, Nigeria, I know there's nothing financial that can pass without you having a wink, or at least having a notion about what it entails. He is saying that before now, debt servicing used to take 90-something%.
Yes, 97, and he has reduced it to 68. Now, some persons...
Is that a feather in his cap?
Of course, if he has been able to reduce it, it's a feather. But some will say that those things are on paper. Are we together? That's what I'm saying. If somebody doesn't like your face, no matter what you do, they will speak against it. But in fairness, why I'm saying what I'm saying is because I know that a lot of people have been brainwashed politically.
They believe it's a political stance.
It's somebody who is just opposing the president as a political... sometimes a person might not even know, but communicates with someone who is trying to acquire power.
Do you think they are political opponents?
Of course, PDP, I know for sure that the president is not a member of PDP. So if PDP, from the national level, is saying something against the president or the position or the speech he has made, I think I would not just jump at it, but I will begin to check. I should be more cautious and careful.
Do you think that, do you think it was fair for the protest to hold at this time it held? Did you think that the president being crucified, it was fair for the president to be crucified, being that he has some antecedents concerning the economy of the country?
Yes, if you ask, I will say that the time for the protest is right. Are we together? Because the situation is biting harder. I also know that even the president needs to work extra hard because the people beneath this wickedness against Nigerians want even him, the Tinubu, out of the seat so that they will be there.
Being the oil marketers?
Of course, they are also
petroleum distributors.
Of course, because if you go to...
Do you have facts to prove that? Because I have people that they would like to have a debate with you.
I like to have that too, and they should tell me if they buy a product, they are the people selling. Who are the agents? It's the fuel stations. I buy. Even till tomorrow, I buy from the government-affiliated fuel stations. I know how much they sell. As I speak to you, they sell for 591 naira.
As a date.
Till date.
How many of them are selling?
Why are you saying how many of them? Those of them that are available, even if it is one. Are we together? We are looking at comparison here. You made a statement about comparison. When you want to compare, you don't, once there is one, you don't say is insignificant. Are we together? If you want to have a proper research result, you must put every factor into consideration. Now, these persons who want these prices to be as it is forgot that the cost of living will be affected. The president of this country, I believe that he would not want to say, let Nigerians just begin to suffer. What reason?
There's a power block. There's a clique.
Yes, definitely. Because when he contested that his presidential election, there were oppositions.
Yes.
And when people lose on the field, they are not willing to back out. They want to see that they keep doing what they are doing. But I think that the political era has elapsed. Now is the time that as Nigerians, we should put ourselves together, see how we encourage ourselves the way we could. If the president, for instance, if somebody says that he has not addressed what Nigerians wanted, I think that there are fundamental issues there. One,
Doctor, please, yes. I plead that because I know the petroleum boss.
Yes.
I also Ipman boss will be even here tomorrow.
Beautiful.
But I plead your indulgence that same time next week, I'll arrange for both sides to have a robust discussion concerning the oil and gas sector in our economy and how it affects these decisions and these actions that has been taken. But I know, Barrister.
Yes.
Barrister, I have a counter opinion.
I've been itching to talk. With due respect to Doc, it does appear he's one of the cabinet members of the
No. He's speaking from a private.
I'm telling you because I'm also paying for the.
We talked about the government filling stations. Around us here, we have one around Airport Road.
Yeah.
Just a stone throw from here before NCA. You get to another one. After that place, you get another. You get to another NNPC. As I talk to you, none of them is selling. In fact, in the entire Port Harcourt, the one I know sells is one almost opposite MRS, and it takes them time to sell. Beside that one, you have another one around Oyime Market, and it also takes them time before they sell. So if you go to that place by 4 a.m., you see that vehicles are already queued, and they won't sell until sometimes up to 11 a.m. in the morning. People are wasting their hours that they should put into productive activities. So if in a state like River State, you have 2 NNPC filling stations selling, do you clap for the government when you have over, if we do not have NNPC in River State, we have over 10 of them?
I bet.
Sorry.
Yes.
Talking about the oil marketers.
No, let's not go there because I want us to work with available facts. But where I was trying to point us to, where I was trying to direct your...
The reduction on...
Yes.
On expenditure.
Exactly.
See,
on
servicing of debt.
On servicing of debt.
From
97%.
I am a pragmatist.
Okay.
You see, America thrives because they are built on pragmatism. I don't know of any country that is as pragmatic as the United States of America. God bless them. I don't like it when people come and begin to rule out facts and figures and percentages when there are no impacts. You're feeling no impact. You come, you tell me that you've disbursed 70% of these resources to ensure that the roads are working. You get to the road is not working.
If debt servicing has been taken care of,
how does it affect the ordinary man? See, an average Nigerian is not interested in you service debt, you do not service debt. They want to move on the east-west road towards our hood and ensure that the road is working. They want to go to the market and be able to get value for their money.
Yeah, being an administrator, that you know that there are no miracles. That such events and such situations...
So he performed miracle in putting Nigerians in this state.
No, he didn't come out as a miracle.
No, the president performed miracle.
I am not standing in...
He was very, very miraculous on the 29th of May 2023 when he removed subsidy and things changed, turned around. See, I believe that government can perform miracle. That is one of the examples. Again, in 2011, when Jonathan was on seat, he came up with a policy that ensured that in December of 2010, yes, if my memory serves me right, in December of 2010, usually it's the normal thing, every December there must be queue. But Jonathan came up with a policy sometime around September, October of 2010. And by December of that year, there was no queue anywhere in Nigeria if you want to get PMS. Government perform magic and they know what to do. Costs of governance is crazy. Cut it down. I've just told you how much a senator, one person, there are 109 of them. Multiply it, you know the figures. How much he spends for newspaper, how much he spends on furniture, on accommodation that government has given to them free of charge. These monies can be channeled into other areas that will make life easier for Nigerians. See, they just told us, okay, still the percentages that they like talking about. The government told us just last week that you can buy a bag of rice for 40,000. Have you been able to buy?
Yeah, I've not seen it.
These are the things we are talking about. So you don't come and begin to tell me percentages, these figures, that figure. No.
There's a report
that go to the market and sit and buy. I bought rice yesterday. On Sunday.
They wanted the civil servants to buy first.
Oh, yes. The civil servant will have to buy first.
Yes.
How many Nigerians are civil servants? You see, these are the kind of policies someone sought to talk about. When you're not prepared to come into governance, forget about it. And mind you, there must be opposition. Even as individuals, there must be opposition in our life. In fact, for you to grow, you need opposition. Those of them in sciences will tell you that when there is an action, there is a reaction. That is how the sciences come up with a new scientific research or program. That is how it happens. There must be opposition. But then, do not give people enough tools and ammunition to fight you. I know that if I do not lock my house, there is this tendency that there will be burglary and things like that. People will come and burgle my house and steal. I leave my door wide open. I leave my windows. I leave everywhere open. And I say, oh, it's because there is opposition, or that's why they stole from my house. Did I take measures to ensure that my house is protected? So when you are in government, there are decisions you will take. Before you take those decisions, you sit back and take a look at yourself. Listen and put yourself in the shoes of others. Okay. This president, if this subsidy was so nice, is it that after 2011, after the 2013 and 14 protest, he now realized that removal of subsidy was good? Remember, before Jonathan did it, there was a program. Nigerians were enlightened. We are going to remove partially this amount of money. We are going to ensure that there will be buses, there will be subsidy, a program, Shopee, which is subsidy reinvestment program. This money will be used to make sure that some persons who are the lowest of the low receive certain amount of money. There will be buses to cushion the effects of the high cost. When this president removed this subsidy, which program did he bring? Okay, he's telling us, there is allocation increment to the state governors, there is allocation increment to the local government councils, who are still looting the money. The monies will still, in fact, you rob Nigerians.
Oh, Barrister, I plead your indulgence. I plead your indulgence, but we still need to scratch on this topic. And I appeal to you to make out time for us once more. Because I need us to discuss more on this. But Doctor, be that as it may, Barrister has brought forth the viewpoint, the viewpoint of an average Nigerian. They don't want to hear too much statistics. They want things to be done. As an administrator, what do you think that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in like 2 or 3 minutes, we are short of time, but don't be mistaken, we still have unfinished business on this table.
Problem.
What do you think, if you were to advise him as an advisor, that he should step up on to be able to alleviate, ameliorate the sufferings that Nigerians are passing through?
I would say categorically that what is causing the ache or the increase in fuel price be addressed drastically. Now, what he is doing it systematically. He is trying to see that things are in place to cushion the effect. But because it is biting on Nigerians, they are not willing to wait. Because if you check, even transport for the children to go to school, how to feed, you see grown-ups suffering. And that's why people put up to the street for protest. So I think that the oil marketers has made so much money. They have made so much money. The subsidy, they are fighting on the ground that the subsidy should come back. Look at the whooping amount. And to mention, it is not even the president that removed it. He only mentioned what the previous president kept before him. Because you cannot just come and say you are removing anything. He was reading what was in the budget. But like I said, when people don't like you, there is nothing you will do that they will want to drive to. Now, this should be checkmated. If they checkmate it, it will automatically bring down the cost of transportation, bring down the cost of food. That is what Nigerians want. They don't want anything as if they want so much big thing. The people are suffering. If you checkmate this, and these people, why you see that the president must be careful while he's also doing this. These people has a lot of money in their hands. And they carry a lot of propaganda. They can mobilize people to the street and even burn down his administration. If they know that the business they are into and they are making profit. As a managerial scientist, I know that people go into business because of profit. Oil marketers, they are not criminals. It's a business. Are we together? But the kind of profit they are making is what we are talking about. If you made so much profit to the point that it is biting on Nigerians, I think you should soft pedal on it. It means that you don't know how to handle that business. You should allow other people to also handle that business. And the way it is, they have held it to the point that you cannot stop them. Like what is being mentioned there. How many of the NNPC affiliated fuel stations are there compared to
That's
the
the
number
point.
of
That's the point.
fuel stations that is there. So if you come, you say you want to even sell 20 naira. When you go, you will stand queue. Of course, who wouldn't go and stand the queue? When you see where they are selling 591 naira and you see where they are selling 800 and 900 and, you will be prepared to wait because that will give you more liters of fuel. Now, if they don't, I think you should visit it. If possible, you should take them to court.
Doc, I think we've raised salient points here, which needs to still be addressed.
Yes.
Because we are not only asking and answering questions here, we are also enlightening people.
Yes.
So I don't think this is the end of this discussion.